PKD Nambiar, coming over here, do you really think that a precedent has been set, and a correct one at that, for allowing for other social media apps, companies, big tech giants to think twice before acting in a discomfiture manner against India, against the government of India, because it looks as if it's too simple and easy for an entity like Twitter to just go ahead and poke at the government, then run aside and watch the tamasha that continues to happen, and this has become a daily affair. So today I'm going ahead and discussing Twitter. I went ahead and discussed this on my news channel yesterday, day before yesterday, because there's something or the other that continues to brew, and it looks like the Indian government is being lackadaisical or just not able to do anything much about containing or curtailing Twitter from ensuring that this menace continues for long.
It is a pathetic situation. I think Twitter is on a mission to ensure that they don't want to follow the rules of the land. They are a private company just purely for profit, but then they try to preach at world's largest democracy what is the meaning of freedom of speech. Twitter has now become an epitome of double standards. They have a separate way of freedom of speech and expression in the US, and when it comes to India, they have a different standard. They talk about a different meaning for an opposition leader or a particular religious content. They have a special love for those contents, and they don't consider that as a manipulated one. But whereas if there is a particular community or a particular political thought process comes up, then they definitely have a different opinion all about it. I think a social media platform should be limited to be a platform, not beyond that. They are not supposed to teach an Indian government or any government anywhere in the world what is the law the country should have. For that, we have a democratic process to create laws in this country, and how this country needs to be run needs not to be told by a multinational company which is purely there from the last 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 years and purely for profiting. And now come to the second aspect of it, what the other panelists are talking about is the technical aspect of it. Let me tell you that there is no technical aspect. Today's technologies are much more curated and accurate to create and manage the content much very, very well, and a technology like a Twitter can easily manage it. It is not about that, yes, maybe they may be creating all these aspects, records or these newses, maybe for their own PR purpose. That could be, but then of course I can only tell you that it is a bad PR. So one thing is very clear, that Twitter is taking on Indian political system, Indian democracy, which every Indian, irrespective of a political party, should be taken, should not support. And there are sometimes when I see within the Twitter, there are opposition parties supporting the way what Twitter is doing. It's all about the apostle of freedom of speech. That is something which worries me. I believe that the government should take a very, very strong stand. It is not like that without the Twitter we were not living in. We were breathing before, we were eating before, we were doing extremely good before. So I think we should not, the country should not be...
So you made your point. Yeah.